This is Taryn for One on Hip Hop News. Nipsey Hussle was highly regarded for his 2018 Grammy-nominated album Victory Lap, but his business acumen and philanthropy work were just as important. After all, it's not every day that you hear of someone selling their mixtapes for $100 apiece while opening STEM centers for the youth in Los Angeles. He was all about providing resources to his Crenshaw neighborhood, the same area where he lost his life. Bushwick Bill was a member of the legendary Houston group Ghetto Boys. He passed away on June 9, 2019, after battling pancreatic cancer. Bill, whose real name was Richard Shaw, told TMZ in May 2019 that he had been diagnosed 3 months prior, which came as a shock because doctors initially said that a mass on his pancreas was benign. Despite the grave diagnosis, Bill told the lab, "It's not like I'm afraid of dying because, I died and came back already in June 19th, 1991. So I know what it's like on the other side." Speaking to KUSF about the near-death experience, Bill said at the time he was a homicidal maniac with suicidal tendencies and that he shot at his girl and their 3-month-old baby in order to provoke her into shooting him back. She did, and according to Bill, he was declared dead and was being prepped for autopsy when he awoke in the morgue. He ended up losing his right eye, a gruesome injury the Ghetto Boys exploited for their iconic We Can't Be Stopped album cover. According to TMZ, Bill was set to perform in Texas just a day before his death, but he missed the show because he was hospitalized. A publicist for the Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster rapper said that Bill died at the hospital, surrounded by his family. His son Javon told the outlet that Bill's last words were, "I will love you forever." He was 52. Badass's real name is Jamal Antonio Stamps. He died on November 18th, 2019, while in custody at the Southwest Detention Center in Marietta, California. USA Today reported he was 43. According to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, the jail staff discovered that the rapper required medical attention during a security check, but attempts to save his life failed. TMZ reported that no foul play was suspected. At the time of this writing, the coroner has yet to determine Stamps' cause of death. According to law enforcement documentation obtained by Hip Hop DX, Stamp was arrested 10 days before his death and jailed on a felony domestic violence charge. The rapper, who collaborated with several West Coast greats like Snoop Dogg and Tupac, saw tributes pour in from rap legends after his death. Man, just hearing about the loss of another soldier way too soon. Rest in peace, little homie. Badass dog pound gangster crip, Ice-T tweeted. Damn, rest in peace to my young DPG, LLG, LBC crew, original at Badass LBC, gone too soon, Snoop Dogg wrote on Instagram, accompanying a photo of the late rapper. Rest in peace, Badass rapper, Vince Staples tweeted. Bankboy Wayne. Bankboy Wayne, whose real name was Cedric Morton, was shot and killed while inside a car in downtown Memphis on November 29, 2019. He was 22. The Memphis Police Department were called to the scene of a double shooting near the National Civil Rights Museum. Both victims were transported to Regional 1 Health Medical Center in critical condition. The MPD's official Twitter account wrote, "One victim didn't survive his injuries. This is now an ongoing homicide investigation." The shooting, which took place behind a Cristal's barbershop, drew the attention of people working in the area. "We actually heard it behind us somewhere. We immediately just took cover," museum visitor Angela Gregory told local Memphis. "I mean, what can you do? You've got kids crying, you've got the elders in the wheelchair. Like, it was a very scary situation." Preston Gray, a music producer who worked with Morton, remembers his friend during an interview with News Channel 3, WREG Memphis. "Bankboy Wayne, that's what I knew him by," he said. "We communicated through music, but he was always a pretty cool guy, down to earth." Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD's real name was Jared Anthony Higgins. He died on December 8th, 2019, after suffering a seizure in Chicago's Midway Airport. He was 21. The Chicago Tribune reported that the rapper went into cardiac arrest as a search by federal agents of his and his entourage's luggage was taking place. After his girlfriend informed an agent that Higgins takes Percocet and has a drug problem, 2 doses of Narcan, a drug that reversed the effects of an opiate overdose, were administered. Higgins was conscious when transported via ambulance, but declared dead at the hospital. Law enforcement sources told the outlet that along with weapons and ammunition, 41 vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana, and 6 bottles of prescription codeine cough syrup were discovered in the search, resulting in 2 of Higginson's bodyguards being charged with illegally possessing the guns and ammunition. According to XXL, Higgins, a Chicago native, rose to fame on SoundCloud with the songs Old Me and All Girls Are the Same, which topped an impressive 5 million streams. His success on the streaming platform gave way to a March 2018 record deal with Interscope that was worth a reported $3 million. Later that year, the rapper released his debut album, Goodbye and Good Riddance, from which the breakout single Lucid Dreams peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. His follow-up album, Death Race for Love, debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 in 2019. During an interview with Forbes less than a month before his death, Higgins claimed that he had over 1,000 songs and talked about his plans for his future career. "I'm excited to release and to put a product out there for people to enjoy," he said. "I'm going to be doing a lot more than just music, though. So people should expect video art, short films, there's a lot to come." Cadet. Rapper Cadet, whose real name is Blaine Johnson, tragically died in a car crash. According to Britain's Press Association via CNN, Cadet was en route to a performance at a Keele University in Staffordshire when the taxi he was traveling in collided with a van. As of this writing, it's unclear which vehicle caused the impact. While the drivers of the vehicles made it out, although they were taken to a hospital with serious injuries, Cadet died at the scene, according to a police statement obtained by Capital Extra. Cadet was apparently just starting to attract widespread attention. Was chatting to him only last week about how excited he was for some festivals this summer, fellow musician Example tweeted after learning of Cadet's death. Music producer Manny Norte added that the 28-year-old couldn't stop smiling at all the opportunities he had been getting before his death. "Rest in peace, Cadet," he concluded. Kevin Frett. Rapper Kevin Frett, who was once described as Latin trap's first openly gay pioneer by Paper Magazine, was on a mission to lambast homophobia in the urbano market. He did so through tunes like Soyasi, which translate to "I'm This Way" via NBC News, a song that has earned more than 3 million views on YouTube. But before he could really spread his message, something bad happened. According to El Nueve Dia via Billboard, Frett was shot in the early hours of January 10, 2019, as he was riding his motorcycle through Puerto Rico. The 24-year-old was then transported to a hospital where he died. Kevin was an artistic soul, a big-hearted dreamer. His passion was music and still had a lot to do, his manager Eduardo Rodriguez said in a statement following the shooting. "This violence must stop. There are no words that describe the feeling we have and the pain that causes us to know that a person with so many dreams has to go. We must all unite in these difficult times and ask for much peace for our beloved Puerto Rico." Trap House. Trap House was seen as a legend in Phoenix, Arizona. Over the course of his 10-year career, he made a name for himself after opening for 50 Cent, E40, and Nas via the Arizona Republic. He was also known for his philanthropic efforts. He was more than a leader in the music community. Justice Samuel, the founder of the local label Respect the Underground, told the Phoenix Times, "He was a leader in the urban community. He just had a voice and he used it." Sadly, Trap House was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer in the summer of 2018, which has a survival rate of 3% via the Phoenix New Times. A GoFundMe was soon created to help raise money for his medical fees and living expenses while going through treatment. But he lost his battle with the disease just months later on January 19th, 2019. He was just 35 years old. Tech Nine. Battle rappers Tech Nine, the Philadelphia-bred artist who was born Akeem Miggins, could go toe-to-toe with anyone. And he did, battling fellow rap wordsmiths such as Arsenal and T-Rex via XXL. He counted some of the biggest stars in the music industry as fans, including Kendrick Lamar and Lupe Fiasco. But he would pass away at the age of 32 before achieving mainstream success. Nina Ross the Boss. Nina Ross the Boss was Tampa, Florida's best kept secret. She had tens of thousands of fans, a trove of catchy singles and freestyles, and popular mixtapes like 2012's The Only Things Poppin'. It's a real shame that the rest of the world didn't get to know her. According to WFLA, Nina, whose real name was Jamal Spillman Ingram, was one of the victims of a double homicide that occurred on January 8, 2019. The outlet reported that details were limited, but the rapper had been with an unidentified male when she was fatally shot. Spillman Ingram's car was found crashed into a nearby home and caused some minor damage. WFLA also reported, it appears that the case is still open at the time of this writing. Authorities have asked anyone who may have information to call 813-231-6130. Willy Bo. Willy Bo, also known as Willie McCoy, had just gotten back to his native California from a tour when he was shot and killed by 6 police officers. According to police, they responded to a call on February 9, 2019, regarding an unresponsive man in the drive-thru of a Vallejo Taco Bell and arrived to find Bo lying in his car with a gun on his lap. Police say that they tried to open his door, but it was locked. They positioned vehicles behind Bo's car as it was still in drive. However, the 21-year-old became alert, at which point the officer started to yell commands such as "show me your hands." Instead, they say Bo reached for his gun, resulting in police firing their weapons at him. According to The Guardian, Bo was hit 25 times, including in the face and chest. He died at the scene. Succeed Philly Guy. Las Vegas rapper Succeed Philly Guy was shot and killed during a home invasion on October 12, 2019. News 3 Las Vegas reports he was 40. His father, Ronnie Craven Sr., was told by the rapper's roommate that 2 armed men in ski masks entered their house through the open garage in order to Succeed and the person he was with to the ground. He said as soon as they kicked the door open after they told him to get on the ground that they jacked a rifle back, Ronnie Sr. said. According to the roommate's account, he was heard what was happening from a separate room, grabbed his gun, and a shootout ensued. Succeed Philly Guy managed to escape during the fray, but was shot while exiting the house. He died in his front yard. He did everything he wanted to have done because the Bible said something like, when your job is finished, that's when I come for you. The rapper's aunt, Margaret Bell, told 5 News Online. So he finished his job. While discussing why she believed her nephew was murdered, Bell responded, jealousy. People just don't go in there and do the shooting. They do it because of a reason. And I believe the reason was he was moving young man and moving up. Jimmy Spicer, the pioneering MC who released influential early hip-hop songs in the late 70s and early 80s, succumbed to his long battle with brain and lung cancer on September 27, 2019. The New York Times reports he was 61, one of the first artists signed by rap mogul Russell Simmons. Spicer is best known for his nearly 15-minute rap track, Adventures of Super Rhyme. a foundation of rap. Spicer and his music influenced such legendary artists as Tupac, the Wu-Tang Clan, LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, and more. Beatsy Boys Ed Rock told Rolling Stone that when the group first started trying rap, I used to just do the first 16 bars of Spicer's famous song. He added The Adventures of Super Rhymes was my first favorite rap song. I don't think it was the first rap song I ever heard, but it was the first one I bought in a store. I just know that I got it and I played it over and over and memorized the lyrics. It was the first rap song I studied all the lyrics for. I would just rap that song all the time. Slim Tristan. Slim Tristan's real name was Tristan Vernon Sellers. He was shot and killed during an altercation outside of Woodbridge, Virginia studio on November 18, 2019. He was 32. When officers arrived, they located an unresponsive man outside in the parking area who had been shot. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The Prince William County Police Department said in a statement, the preliminary investigation revealed that an altercation occurred at the DMV studios located in the above area. Another local resident, Sinquan Lewis Blankney, was later arrested and charged with murder and use of a firearm in commission of a felony in a connection to the case, according to DCS. Speaking with DCS, Andrea Swanson, the mother of Sellers' son King, said he started his rap career in 2012 after serving a 6-year prison stint on drug charges. The outlet reported that after producing a series of mixtapes and singles documenting the pain he had endured, Sellers also turned to the church, dabbled in Christian rap, and gave an inspirational speech at a local high school. Outside of his music, family and friends remember him as a loving father of 3. Carrie Coleman, Sellers' grandmother, told Fox 5 that she doesn't know why anyone would want to kill him. I don't think anyone who's spoken to me today has revealed any kind of theory or anything, she said. It could be jealousy, any number of things. And nowadays, it really doesn't have to be anything. Make sure to like or subscribe on YouTube and check out ONEONHIPHOP.com for more information. May these artists rest in peace, and we wish their families some sort of peace as we move into this new year.